Management system, as outlined in Annex 5 of MARPOL, is a comprehensive framework designed to manage the disposal of waste generated on ships, aiming to minimize marine pollution. It encompasses a set of procedures for waste segregation, storage, and disposal that comply with international regulation. The system includes clearly designated bins for different types of waste, such as plastic, food waste, and hazardous materials, ensuring proper handling and treatment. It mandates the maintenance of accurate records of waste management activities, including quantities and disposal methods to promote accountability. Training and awareness programs for crew members are integral to the GMS, fostering a culture of environmental responsibility. Additionally, the GMS incorporates monitoring and compliance mechanisms to regularly assess adherence to the plan and address any issues. By implementing a robust GMS, vessels not only comply with legal requirements but also contribute to the protection of marine ecosystems. The Garbage Management System GMS outlined in Annex 5 includes procedure and equipment for managing waste generated on board. For example, garbage categories. Here's some example in garbage categories. Food waste. Food waste include leftover food scraps, vegetable fields. Yung mga pagkain na kailangan na mga naiwang pagkain na hindi naubos. Kasama rin dito yung mga bote, containers at yung mga packaging materials. Pati yung mga hazardous materials like batteries, fluorescent tubes, or any chemicals. Management plans. On-board procedures. Detailed steps for segregating waste and having separate bins for different waste types. Kunwari, for example, sa land facilities, may mga bins doon na nakalagay na non-biodegradable and biodegradable. Kailangan i-separate yung nabubulok sa hindi nabubulok. And record keeping. Garbage record book entries. Yung sa may garbage record book entries, kailangan ilagay yung pag-log in, the date, yung klase ng garbage, and quantity and method of disposal, for example, incineration or discharge. Sa may disposal of methods, incineration means burning of food waste and paper on board in an incinerator. Recycling means collecting plastic bottles for recycling when in port. Discharge at designated facilities. Offloading waste at shores, facilities that can process various garbage types. The Garbage record book implementation and enforcement is also the focus of Regulation 10.3, which requires all ships of 100 gross tonnage and above, and every ship which is certified to carry 15 persons or more, engage in voyage to ports and offshore terminals under the jurisdiction of another party, to the convention of every fixed or floating platform to be provided with a garbage record book, and to record all disposal and incineration operation. The date and time position of ship, description of the garbage, and the estimated amount is incinerated or discharged must be logged and assigned in the garbage record book. The garbage record book must be kept for a period of 2 years after the date of last entry. This regulation does not in itself impose strict requirements, but it makes it easier to check that the regulation and garbage are being adhered. Thus, it means ship personnel must keep track of the garbage and what happens to it. It could also prove an advantage to the ship when local officials are checking the region of discharged garbage. If ship personnel can adequately account for all their garbage, they are unlikely to be wrongly penalized for discharging garbage when they have not done. So, Appendix 2 of MARPOL Annex 5 provides a standard form of a garbage record book. Kaya nga may garbage record book para doon ilalagin, doon ililista yung mga kailangan para doon sa pagtatapon ng basura. Kung gaano ba karami, kung anong type ng basura ito, kung anong oras at kung anong date siya isinagawa. Regulated waste. The only waste that can be disposed of is food waste and certain clean, non-harmful cargo residues. However, there are some regulations. Food waste disposal is permitted based on the ship's distance from the nearest land. Food waste can be discharged at a minimum distance of 3 nautical miles from the nearest land outside defined special areas, or at least 12 nautical miles if the waste is within a special area. Additionally, food waste must be ground to a particle size of less than 25 mm or 1 inch. Garbage management. Marpol Annex Part requests that ship manage and record waste generated on board the ship, including discharges. In garbage management plans, under Marpol Annex 5, every ship of 100 gross tonnage and above, and every ship certified to carry 15 or more persons, is required to carry a garbage management plan. The garbage management plan contains procedure for collecting, storing, processing, and discharge of garbage, including the use of equipment on board ship. And all ships of 100 gross tonnage and above, and every ships which is certified to carry 15 or more persons, and every fixed or floating platform that shall carry a garbage management plan. Garbage management plan. What all does garbage management plan contain? It emphasizes the garbage minimization, garbage collection, garbage storage, garbage processing, garbage disposal, equipment used on board for handling of garbage, and designation of the person in charge of implementing GMP. GMP stands for Garbage Management Plan. Garbage Record Book. Entries in the Garbage Record Book. Kailangan yun, when garbage is discharged into the sea, kailangan nakalagin din yung date and time, position, categories, and amount kung gaano karami yung tinapon na basura or garbage. When garbage is discharged to the reception facilities ashore, date and time, port, category, and amount ang kailangan ilagay doon sa garbage record book. When garbage is incinerated, yung garbage naman kapag nasunog, kailangan yung date and time, position, and amount. Accidental or other exceptional discharge of garbage. Date and time, position, category, amount, and reasons and remarks. Na kailangan lahat ng pwedeng i-record about dun sa garbage, kailangan ilagay sa garbage record book. For example, date and time, amount, category, or kung ano man yung tinapon na, kung ano man yung garbage na yun, kailangan ilagay. Adhering to the Garbage Management System, GMS, in Annex 5 of Marpol is crucial for several reasons. Firstly, it plays a significant role in environmental protection by preventing marine pollution and safeguarding ecosystem from waste disposal harmful effects. Compliance with the GMS is also a legal requirement under international maritime law, and non-compliance can result in severe penalties and damage to a company's reputation. Additionally, proper waste management ensures the safety and health of crew members by minimizing hazards associated with contamination and pest. It enhances the ship owners' commitment to sustainability, attracting clients and partners who prioritize responsible practices. Furthermore, a well-implemented GMS improves operational efficiency by streamlining waste handling and reducing disruptions, while also promoting recycling and resource conservation. Overall, adherence to the GMS is essential for legal compliance, environmental stewardship, safety, and operational effectiveness in the maritime industry. That is why it is important to us to understand the importance of garbage management system under Annex 5 of Marpol. Again, I'm Midshipman Bueno, BSF to the Delta, and I hope you learned something from me. Thank you.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, classmate. I will explain to you about the Marpol Annex 5 reception facilities. Marpol Annex 5 muna is especially designed to prevent pollution from garbage generated on ship. So, yung mga na-generate po na mga basura or mga trashes natin ay doon po nakapalob yung Marpol Annex 5. It establishes regulations that dictate how ships must manage their waste. So, depende kung nakapalob rin po doon yung kung paano i-manage ng mga barko yung kanilang mga generated waste, and including the requirement for adequate reception facilities at port to receive this waste. Wastewater, waste oil, and hazardous waste from ships are treated and processed in the port reception facilities. Yung mga waste product po natin sa barko ay napaprocess, natitreated, nalilinis para example po yan is yung waste product po ng human o yung mga feces po natin ay na tinitreated po nila para in case na naitapon man po sa may ating karagatan ay malinis po siya at edible po for marine life. Wastewater, waste oil, and hazardous waste from ships are treated and processed in the port reception facilities. They are unloaded and transported by MARPOL vessel. So yung mga na-treated na po na waste product na galing sa may barko ay natatransport po na unload ng MARPOL vessel. Sa how reception facilities in MARPOL Annex 5 work. When a vessel arrive at port, it must notify the port authority about its intention. Ito po ay yung nakapalob dito na bago po dumating sa may daungan yung ating barko ay dapat na sinasabihan na po nila yung mga authorities dun sa may lupa. Lalo po kung magta-transfer sila ng mga waste products. The port authority then coordinate with the designated reception facilities. Ito po yung mga authorities natin sa barko ay nakikipag-communicate sila sa reception facilities, which is the one who will manage and filter and treat the waste materials from our ships. Before transferring waste, vessels are required to segregate different types of garbage according to MARPOL guidelines. Yung crucial po kasi yung segregation na yun, kaya kinakailangan po para mas madali po at mas madali po yung proseso at mas madaling malilinis at tawag dito, matitreatment po at saka disposal nung ating waste. Example po dyan is common is yung food waste, plastics, paper and cardboard, glass, hazardous materials. For transfer operation naman po, upon arrival at the reception facilities, required po na magsuot yung ating mga crew ng PPE or personal protective equipment for their own safety na rin po, tsaka in case po na magkaroon ng aberya. Docking the vessel, docks at designated area are equipped with necessary infrastructure for waste transfer. Preparation, crew members prepare for transfer, ensuring all safety products are followed, including using appropriate personal protective equipment. Tapos yung sa connection rin po sa mga sewer system po, like hoses or the other transfer equipment are connected between the ship discharge system and the reception facilities intake. Discharge. The crew initiates the discharge process, carefully monitoring the flow rates and ensuring no spills occur during water. Ito po yung sinisecure po nila yung mga hoses na ginagamit para makuha po at may transfer sa labas yung mga matransfer sa reception facilities yung waste na galing sa mga barko in sewage system. Treatment and disposal at reception facilities. Once received, the facility process the waste according to the local regulation and best practices. Sorting, may tatlo pong klase yan. Sorting, processing, and disposal. Yung sorting is further sorting more occur to separate recyclable materials from non-recyclable. Ito po yung parang sa part po nung pangalawang beses ko sinabi na segregation, which is inihiwalay po natin yung mga nabubulok, di nabubulok, tsaka yung mga maaaring magamit muli. Processing, the different type of waste undergoes various treatment processes such as composting po for mga nabubulok, incineration for certain types of hazardous waste. Ito po yung maaari po mga pinaggamitan po ng pintura or ano man pong chemical na ginamit natin sa barko during our navigation. Or recycling, ito po yung mga plastic, syempre, maaari po natin magamit muli. Disposal, finally, any residual that cannot be recycled or treated are disposed of in environment sound manner in accordance with the law of international standard. Ito po yung talagang patapon na or kailangan nang i-dispose dahil nasa requirement po ng MARPO na tsaka international law standards na dapat silang may tapon na. Port reception facility. Oil waste from the MARPOL vessels are enters the storage tank. Ito po yung tinatransfer po. Transfer pa lang sa stage for further tawag dito for further clearing or for further treatment to be processed. The oil emulsion is transferred from a storage tank to a process tank. Ito po yung mga naproseso na kagaya po ng sinabi ko. Tapos, emulsion treatment starts with steam and chemical. During this time, the emulsion temperature rises to 90%. Ito yung gumagamit na po sila ng chemical para matreat po yung ating waste product like oil, mga ganun po. After emulsion treatment, the hot emulsion is transferred to another tank to cool down. Ito. Yung na-process na po natin na treat na waste product. Yun nga, waste product from sewer. Tinatransfer po sa another tank na naman para palamigin. Tsaka during the process po na yun is lalabas na lang, tinatanggal po nila yung init. Emulsion separates into oily and oily water. Ito na po, oily and oil water. During the cool down, emulsion separates into oil and oily water. The separation is completed in 4 hours. So, yung separation po na yun is, tinatagal niya po is 4 hours na itawag dito, nagko-compress po yung nasa gitna. Nasa taas po yung oil, nasa ibaba po yung oily water. Ngayon yung oily water naman po is matidrain to MDAF and further processing. Mapaprocess pa po yan pero labas na po tayo muna doon. Dito po muna po tayo sa may oil. Ngayon, the separate oil goes to a filtration cycle and solid removal. Ito po yung ginagamit ng filtration cycle tsaka ng solid removal. Makikita nyo naman po sa picture hanggang sa magkaroon po ng fully treated dry oil. Ngayon yung fully treated dry oil po is ready to be reused by industrial boilers and furnace. Maaari po siya muling gamitin. Ay, salamat po.
So, exemption. So, MARPOL Annex 5 generally prohibits the discharge of all garbage into the sea. So, as tackled by the general prohibition kanina, na lahat ng klase ng basura is ipinagbabawal ng Annex 5 na itapon sa dagat. But, of course, there are exemptions. So, nakalagay dito, food waste. So, food waste, no, it is exempted basta there are certain specification or requirements. So food waste can be disposed if it is more than 12 nautical miles from the nearest land and has been comminuted or grounded. So pwede lang siyang i-dispose if it is again 12 nautical miles from the nearest land, or ito ay grounded or comminuted. So again, and next is cargo residues. Cargo residues. So cargo residues may be discharged under certain conditions provided if they comply with specified criteria. So cargo residues can be discharged basta it is not harmful to the marine life. Ganon din yan sa mga sumunod, sa cleaning agents, additives contained in the cargo holds, deck, and external wash water. So, these things or these garbages can discharge into the sea basta they meet a certain requirements, and that requirements is that they are not harmful to the marine life. Another thing in exemptions are warships and naval auxiliaries. So, yung mga navy, and any other government vessels are exempted from the application of this rule. So, hindi nag-apply ang Annex 5 sa kanila. And next is ships that are not in the international trade. So, ships that are not international trade, ito yung mga barko na that does not operate in the international water. So, they may be exempted from this rule or this annex. Okay, next is fishing vessels. So fishing vessels, exemptions apply to fishing vessels regarding the disposal of the fish waste, provided it meets certain criteria. So if if the fish waste or mga animal carcasses na kanila i-discharge sa barko meets certain criteria, then they are allowed to do so. Okay, so lastly is emergency situation. So emergency situation where the crew and the vessel is at risk. Oh, so or if the vessel is in distress, the crew are in distress. So discharging of garbages may be allowed in certain situations such as emergency.